Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so once again, this is Caster. It's a little indie game, one of those famous $1 Steam games. But for that, it's a pretty cool game. So about the speedrun, what I'll have to explain most is the way I'm moving. At first, I will always dash for a really short period of time, and then start super jumping. The dash will get me to a set momentum really quick, and the super jump can constantly increase my momentum. There is no other limit to this except my stamina bar, which is the white one right below the green health bar on the top left. Yeah, so basically what I do, I dash real quick, get very high momentum, then super jump and get really fast. So what do I have to do in this game? Basically I have to complete all the levels. I complete a level by hitting those yellow beams, which is always the exit of the game. Sometimes you can just do so immediately, but sometimes you will also have to complete some kind of task in before. Which, for example, in the past level was to collect all the energy bubbles, that's what I call them, don't know if they have a real name, that were marked on the map. And in this level you had to shoot a tree until it grows. I don't really understand that either, but hey, $1 Steam games. And yeah, as soon as you complete that quest, you will be able to exit the level. What you can also see after every level is the shop, where I can upgrade my abilities, such as health, pickup distance, which is completely useless of course, but also the dash, the super jump, and all of the 6 spells you can get in this game.
So basically this game is all about jumping?
It is all about jumping, but as you can already see, it looks more like flying as we get the upgrades. Yeah, so how do I even get the credits to purchase those upgrades? There's 2 ways. One of them is collecting the energy bubbles, and the other is you will get another 2,000 of them if you complete a level without being hit at all. So right now we got the green spell, which is the most important one in the whole game, and someone survived? Okay. So this is the most important spell in the game. First of all, because it is terraforming. As you've seen, if you shoot the ground with it, it will decrease a little bit. And it is also the most powerful damaging spell in the game. So you will see this one for like 95% of the game. These enemies are relatively tanky at this point, so it takes a while to take them down. And yeah, as I said, this is the most important spell, so I saved up some skill points to get this to level 3 immediately. In this level you have a little shortcut where you can just go over this wall here, hit the trigger, and go to this mini boss, I'd say, and he goes down pretty quickly with this spell. Oh, damn it. So this is another level where you can fly a lot of distance. I had to stop flying there for a second because I need to carry over some stamina until after the cutscene. And this spell is contrary to the green one. Yeah, it will make the ground rise. I'm very happy that this level went out so well, because the spell can really troll you and just shoot somewhere, just not where you're aiming. This right now is the hardest level in the game. It's done. And I will get 1 upgrade for the white spell as well. This is just preference, you don't need that to deal damage or anything. but we'll see about that later. So right here I have to kill all the enemies in order for the exit to appear. And I'm turning a little bit to always have my spell on screen, or at least close to on screen, because if it goes off screen it might just disappear. This is a pretty cool level because it has kinda tight movement. Again, you have to collect all those energy bubbles and then you can leave. I did not manage to do it without getting hit, but we have a lot of credits saved up, so that's not too big of an issue. The next 3 levels are also very interesting because all of them can be done in theory in just one jump, or at least I don't think I got it, but optimally as soon as the cutscene ends I would be right inside of the exit. I failed it because I didn't quite jump far enough. Same thing with this level. This one is even a little harder, and I missed it because I jumped too far this time. But yeah, it is kinda expected that I don't get those perfectly. This game overall is easy to learn, really easy, but hard to master because of levels like these. So right here I have to, in addition, jump around a little bit, because otherwise I would trigger another cutscene, and I don't want that. I already got all the upgrades I really need, so I can put some into health right now, which is really convenient. By the way, you can see right now how powerful the spell has become by the huge craters it creates. And it has also, well, it deals a lot of damage, it has a huge explosion radius, it has a huge hitbox in general, which is also convenient if you try to hit those flying enemies here, which of course doesn't work. Okay, it worked now. Oh, I missed that one. Can you get somewhere? Okay. Optimally you want them to get somewhere near a tree or something, so you can just shoot the tree and have them inside the explosion radius. This is already the last level of the first of 2 worlds, and this is kind of a boss, you might say. It's the strongest enemy you will see in the entire run, or in the entire game. That's not something like I skipped the strongest one, no, this is the strongest enemy in the game. And it's a little RNG dependent because he splits up 2 times, and you want those split up parts to be close enough to each other to hit them all at the same time, and it worked. So pretty good RNG here, pretty fast boss fight. So we will now head into the second world, which has not as many levels, but they are quite a bit harder. This is a good level to show off how awesome this flying super jump thing is. Just hope I will manage to hit the exit, yeah though. Especially if you compare this to the very first speedruns of this game, where the people didn't know that much about the super jump and mostly used the dash to run through the levels.
If only you could jump that far in real life, right?
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. I mean, I'd be fine with running as fast as the character can. So there's another kill all the enemies thingy. I screwed up there. This is what happens if you do not dash in before the super jump. You go very high, but not really far forward. So here some ball appears and I don't know what it does at all. But I don't need to know. I just need to know that I have to go back to the very start of the level again. Conveniently, the arrow on the top indicates where the exit is exactly. Yeah, I will need absolutely no other upgrades. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. So in here you have to shoot a tree again, and I will try to position myself in a way that I'm inside the exit already. I'm not sure if I got it, might be a little bit too far on the left. Yeah, missed it by a little bit. Not too much of a time loss though. Normally I would do this level a little later, but I really want to have this out of my way right now, because this is the worst level in the game. It's basically an escort mission, where you have to get this card through this Mageikk sea, whatever. And I'm really glad that the settings worked this time, because, well, I mentioned it, $1 Steam game, even the settings don't always work. So on the practice PCs I could not get the game to accept my settings, so I could not see to the bottom of this lake, or whatever it is. Which makes it really hard to create a path. So yeah, I'm using the wide ability right now just to create a path for the cart. And the cart can actually die. We haven't seen me dying, I think, gladly, but dying yourself is not really an issue at all. You just press escape and you're back to life. You only use your skill points that you already collected in the level. But if the cart dies, you actually game over and have to restart the level. So you really don't want that to happen. To make it even more annoying, this is by far the longest level in the game. So yeah, I'm just glad if this is done. In theory, you could do this a little faster by upgrading the wide ability more than just to level 2. But as I mentioned, it is preference. I think it's the easiest if you level this up to level 2. From this point on, I don't really have to be too fast myself, so I will have a look at the card every now and then. In general, it will always take the same route, but depending on how exactly you build the path, it might be a little different from time to time. As I have a little bit of time right now, I'm trying to optimize this way, because the card goes up and down with every up and down in the road. So you want to make the whole thing as flat as possible, which is also why I'm gonna redo this last path real quick. Not exactly perfect, but if I try to improve this, I'm only gonna make it worse. So I'm just gonna wait here, because that's where the exit's gonna appear when the card reaches the end. So I don't know if there are donations or anything. It's pretty boring right now.
So far there's not many donations in sight, but feel free to donate for any kind of goals we have or anything else. We are here for you, and hope you have a nice run.
Should be done soon. Okay, so we got that out of the way, and can now go into the second worst level of the game. Hooray! The first part is not too bad. This level is about killing all enemies. Once again, they can be a little annoying if they split up, but nothing too bad. There are basically 3 camps of enemies here that you'll have to kill, and the really bad one is the third. Because those enemies they look like they're flying, but I wish they would. You'll see them soon. So these bugs here look like they're flying, but they're not actually flying. They are hovering over the ground, and when they hit a wall or one of those like 10,000 pillars in the middle here, they will go up all the way if they want, so way out of my reach. So right now they are somewhere up there. I can't even see the other one. So that's a huge run killer. Oh no, he came down. That's good. That's just a huge RNG factor in this run. The only real big, luckily. And now we're rewarded with my favorite level of the game, because again it has precise movement. Especially this jump is interesting. Oh, and I missed it. So you have to go relatively far there, because if you touch this enemy up here, he will kill you instantly. As said, it's not a big problem, but you'd rather try not to. Alright, so now this is the last level, so get ready on time soon. What you do is you could go over this wall here, spawn that guy, and just go back. Because at the same time you also spawn this cocoon or whatever it is. And you destroy it, you will get some more enemies, and as soon as they are all dead, we are free to leave the level, and as soon as I hit this exit, it is time. So... time! Yeah, so just skip that dialogue, but as it also says here, it should be continued, but it probably never will be continued. Yeah, still, that was Caster. Short, fun little game. That's all from me.
Thank you so much for playing. So, like he said, that was Caster by Mageikk. And next up we have Overcast, Walden and the Werewolf by Random Pink Bunny. I mean, pink, that says everything. You don't need anything else. Well, we seem to have gathered a huge crowd for this game. Old Spice. Is Old Spice better than New Spice? Well, since they are still setting up with the technicians over there for the game and everything, is there anything specific that you are having in mind for either the runner itself, the game, the event, anything that you would like to add or ask, feel free to do so. So in the chat we actually have a big hype for a random pink bunny. So much love for the color pink in the chat.
You are someone who can always make a difference. You are who you are, and no one can ever change you.
The event is taking place in a place called Växjö in Sweden.
It's too late, 'cause your time is now. Stand up and make a move.
Okay. Hello.
Let's go!
Alright. So, I'm Random Pink Bunny, and this is Walden and the Werewolf. So, to start the game, we click on game. Alright. So, I'll let you know when it starts. Alright. Ready? 3, 2,